Last Christmas is directed by Paul Feig, who directed Bridesmaids and Ghostbusters and Spy and The Heat, and Spy was pretty funny. That's the one I liked. Ghostbusters, no. The Heat, no. Bridesmaids is incredibly overrated. Last Christmas stars Emilia Clarke as Kate, an aspiring singer who works a dead-end job as an elf in an open all-year-round Christmas shop and seems to make nothing but bad decisions and has become an unreliable and selfish person since she had a heart transplant the previous Christmas. But when she meets the mysterious and charming Tom, played by Henry Golding, and begins to fall for him, she begins to see the value of being a good person. I think everyone probably knows what the spoilers for this film are by now, but I'll say that I could tell generally what the reveal was going to be ever since I saw the first trailer, but I didn't know exactly what the explanation for it would be, and now that I know, I actually feel really stupid that I didn't guess the whole thing. I thought this film was fine. It was fine, not very memorable, nothing really annoying or offensive to my taste. I didn't find it really funny except for a few moments, and the script was a bit of a mess, so nothing comes together into anything resembling a satisfying conclusion. But given that this was written and stars Emma Thompson, it really should have been better. I'll talk about the things I liked first. Emilia Clarke was good in this. I have mixed feelings about her as an actress. Obviously, she's really hot, but I didn't think that she pulled off a lot of what she was asked to do in Game of Thrones. I think she works best when she's not trying to be intimidating, so she's perfect for the role as an elf in a Christmas store. Henry Golding was terrible in that overrated, not funny, not romantic, Crazy Rich Asians movie, but here, he gets to do a little bit more than be really handsome guy who smiles. He gets to be a bit quirky and a bit funny, and he has good chemistry with Clarke. I thought that they were great together, and anytime they're both on screen, it's pretty good. But it isn't often enough, and anytime Golding does his disappearing act, the quality of the movie drops hard. Everything about their relationship feels very unreal, and like a romantic comedy movie relationship that's a bit cliche, but it's still fun and entertaining to watch, and it feels like it's what we're here for, to see these two fall in love. But there isn't enough of it. The film looks pretty nice, but it really is hard to fuck up London streets with Christmas lights on them. There's a subplot with Michelle Yeoh, who runs the Christmas shop, because she just loves Christmas so much and she calls herself Santa, and she has this weird, intense attraction to a customer who's like, he's like a discount European Hugh Grant, and everything about the way their interactions play out is like, it's like from another movie. It's very over the top, and I thought it was really funny. I like the bizarre Christmas ornaments that Michelle Yeoh has in her shop. One of them got the biggest laugh of the movie for me. The film is mostly not funny, and it's only even really funny when Clarke and Golding are bantering. It's pretty good banter. I mean, no one talks like that in real life, ever, but it's fun. I did think it was a bit strange the way she reacts to him when he first appears. He shows up and she's like, "You're weird." And he's like, "Go for a walk with me." And she's like, "No, go for a walk? That's weird. Like, get out of the way so I can leer at the other, at most, equally attractive man standing behind you. Weird guy." Part of her problems is that she got kicked out by her flatmate and doesn't want to stay with her parents because, surprise, surprise, she has issues with her parents. So she's always looking for a place to sleep and constantly running around with this giant suitcase and bothering her friends. Just stay in the Christmas shop. Just stay in the Christmas shop. Why can't you stay in the Christmas shop? You have a key, and I'm sure you could set up some kind of bed out of all that Christmas crap. It's literally the first thing I would have thought of if it was me. Another thing is she likes to drink and eat crap and sleep around, and if you ask me, she seems like she's having a bit too much fun for someone who's supposed to be miserable. They could have done a better job showing that she wasn't really enjoying living this way. So what I got from it was that her problem was generally an existential one. She's faced death, lost a really important piece of herself, and is struggling to find meaning and importance in her life. And the solution, which she is guided to by Golding, and the real message at the heart of this film, is to be kind and do nice things for others, simply because it is good to do so and makes you happier. I actually like that message a lot. It works for the Christmas setting, and it touches on themes of pleasure seeking can't bring you real happiness, only distraction, and there's more to life than that. That all worked for me. Despite claiming to be inspired by the music of George Michael, he's really not a big part of the story. He's Clarke's favourite singer, and we hear his music a lot, but it kind of just seems like Emma Thompson and her husband, who both came up with the story for this, were listening to Last Christmas, and they heard that one line that's made up of 7 words, and were like, what if he meant like literally ripped out my actual heart and gave it to someone? That'd be perfect for a romantic comedy set at Christmas. There are quite a few Brexit references which are heavy-handed, but I don't really care about that too much, even though they do kind of make it seem like if you're pro-Brexit then you're probably a horrible xenophobe, which doesn't look good for a country who mostly voted in favour of it. There's another subplot about Clark's parents who are estranged, and it's not really explored much at all until they just reconnect, apparently off screen, because we don't see the resolution to that story. The whole thing ends in a Christmas talent show where every single character from the movie shows up like they were all part of this intricate tapestry and they've all been affected by the events of the movie, and it's very lame. I mean, what the hell is her doctor doing there? She was in one scene, and it's a throwaway scene where she tells Clark to take better care of herself. Do any of you guys invite your doctor to things? I don't. That would be weird. And there's a strange, very short cameo by two-time Grammy Award winner, two-time Tony Award winner, two-time Olivier Award winner, American Theatre Hall of Fame inductee, Patti LuPone. What is she doing here? The twist ending seems intended to be both shocking, obviously, and uplifting. And honestly, I thought it was pretty dark. This is supposed to be a romance. That's what we've been watching all the way through. And then the twist happens, and I think if it were me in Emilia Clarke's shoes, I'd probably be completely heartbroken. This is why I think it would have worked better if it hadn't been a twist. If the film wants to focus on the fact that she's changed her ways and learned how to be happy and wants us to be thinking about that too, then the wrong thing to do is have this world-altering, quasi-supernatural event just suddenly happen. We're supposed to think about what she's learned, and instead I'm thinking about the logistics of how this reveal works in the context of everything we've seen before. They wanted a romantic comedy and this twist, but they sacrificed the romantic part of that equation for what? Shock value? Either have the Christmas Carol, It's a Wonderful Life Christmas-style story, and have him be a mysterious person who guides her towards the right path, and that way you can keep the twist, or have her fall in love at Christmas with a guy who's like a good influence. It really doesn't help that there are a lot of things happening in this movie. It really should have been more simple. There's the family drama, the sister with the secret girlfriend, the mother feeling unneeded, and the father never wanting to come home. And then there's the Brexit stuff and the family being from war-torn Yugoslavia. There's Clark's illness and her homelessness and her selfishness and her self-destructive behaviour, her failed singing career and her going through auditions. There's Michelle Yeoh and her mystery man, the other homeless people. And then on top of all that, we finally have Henry Golding and his moral compass slash mystery figure slash romantic interest, and it's all just too much. A lot of this stuff could have been removed to make the film run smoother and cleaner. I'm going to give Last Christmas a C-. It really isn't awful, and in the end the script just wasn't particularly good, and I'm sorry to say it, but I don't think that Paul Feig is an especially good director. I mean, I really like the way he dresses, and he seems like a really nice guy, but his filmmaking style is pretty generic, and it isn't able to elevate bad or mediocre material. Weirdly enough, I do think that there is a crazy Adam McKay style comedy hidden somewhere inside this, and you can see it sometimes shining through with Michelle Yeoh and the European guy, and the way they act around each other, and the crazy ornaments from the Christmas shop. They're just like things from a more over-the-top and funnier movie. I could see some people liking this, maybe in a guilty pleasure sort of way for years to come, maybe around Christmas time, but it's not going to be that for me. Thank you very much for watching my review. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. It all helps me out. Comment down below and let me know if you've seen Last Christmas, what you thought of it, if you liked it or disliked it, if you agree or disagree with any of my points, or if you have any points of your own. I will be back soon with more reviews, and I will see you then.